Hello, friends. It's Miss Dina here for story time. And the other day we read a story called Henny about a hen that always worries. And one day when she was getting something to eat, something fell on her head. Do you remember what that was? Yes, it was an acorn. Do you remember what kind of trees acorns come from? They come from oak trees. Very good. What does that make her think and do when that acorn hits her head? What does she think is happening? And then what does she do? Yes, she thinks the sky is falling, and then she has to run and tell the king. What happens when she and her friends meet Foxy Loxy? Yes, Foxy Loxy tricked her into coming into their den and having them for supper, didn't they? All right, let's read our story of Henny Penny. This is the story of Henny Penny. Henny Penny lived with her friends in a wonderful kingdom of forests, meadows, and ponds. It was as perfect a place as you could imagine, unless you were Henny Penny. Do you remember what the word imagine means? Yes, it means you're creating a picture in your mind. One morning, Henny Penny was talking with her friend, Ducky Lucky. The sun was shining and the sky was blue. Breezes played with the leaves of the trees. What a perfect day, said Ducky Lucky. Yes, said Henny Penny. I just hope it doesn't get too hot or too windy. Or my goodness, what if it rains? Ducky Lucky shook his head. You worry too much. Why don't you go look for something to eat? All right, sighed Henny Penny. I suppose I could use some nice crunchy bugs. Henny Penny wandered down the road, picking and flicking and pecking and checking. Finally, she stopped under an old oak tree. Bugs and grubs were everywhere. These look tasty, said Henny Penny. But I sure hope I don't get sick from eating too much. Just then, the wind puffed through the branches of the oak tree. It loosened an acorn. The acorn fell straight down and clunk! It hit Henny Penny on the head. Ouch! Cried Henny Penny. What was that? She looked around and didn't see anything. My goodness, the sky must be falling. I must go and tell the king. Henny Penny fluttered back down the road. Soon she passed the pond where her friend was still swimming. What's wrong? Asked Ducky Lucky. Henny Penny didn't even stop. The sky is falling! The sky is falling! I must go and tell the king. Are you sure? Asked Ducky Lucky. I remember when you lost a feather and thought your wing was coming off. Look at this bump on my head, said Henny Penny. I tell you the sky is falling. Then I'll come with you, said Ducky Lucky, and he jumped out of the pond. Soon they came upon Turkey Lurkey, who was gobbling berries from a bush. What's the matter? He asked. Why are you running? The sky is falling, cried Henny Penny and Ducky Lucky. We must go and tell the king. Are you sure? Said Turkey Lurkey. I remember when... Ducky Lucky believes me, said Henny Penny. Besides, look at this bump on my head. Well, said Turkey Lurkey, if you have a bump and Turkey Lurkey believes you, then it must be true. He spit out the berries and joined them. Next, they saw Goosey Lucy arranging some twigs in her nest. What's the matter? She said. Why are you running? The sky is falling, cried Henny Penny, Ducky Lucky, and Turkey Lurkey. We must go and tell the king. Are you sure? Says Goosey Lucy. I remember. Look at this bump on my head, said Henny Penny. I tell you the sky is falling. Well, said Goosey Lucy, if you have a bump and Ducky Lucky believes you and Turkey Lurkey has joined you, then it must be true. And he began waddling beside them as fast as she could. The four friends were nearing the forest. Cocky Locky was roosting on a tree, practicing his crows. What's the matter? He asked. Why are you running? The sky is falling, cried Henny Penny, Ducky Lucky, Turkey Lurkey, and Goosey Lucy. We must go and tell the king. Are you sure? Asked Cocky Locky. Look at this bump on my head, said Henny Penny. The sky is definitely falling. Well, said Cocky Locky, it goes if you have a bump and Ducky Lucky believes you and Turkey Lurkey has joined you and Goosey Lucy says it's so, then it must be true. And he fluttered down from the branch. Now the five friends hurried into the forest. They had gone only a little way when Foxy Loxy stepped out from a cluster of trees. Oh my, you look distressed. What is the matter? Do you remember what the word distressed means? Yes, it means you're very upset. The sky is falling, cried Henny Penny, Ducky Lucky, Turkey Lurkey, Goosey Lucy, and Cocky Locky. We must go and tell the king. Why, of course you must, said Foxy Loxy. Listen, my friends, I know the king well, and I also know a shortcut to the palace. Now follow me. There isn't a moment to lose. The fox led them farther into the forest, down a twisty turning trail. Are we almost there? Said Henny Penny. Almost, said Foxy Loxy. But oh dear, you look so tired. Should we stop at my home for a moment? You can meet my family and rest for a while. Yes, please, said Henny Penny, Ducky Lucky, Turkey Lurkey, Goosey Lucy, and Cocky Locky. Right this way, said Foxy Loxy. As they walked, he told them about his lovely wife, Roxy Floxy, and he told them about their four Loxies, Moxie, Soxy, Poxy, and Doxy. What he didn't tell them was that all five were sitting around the dining table waiting for Foxy Loxy to bring home dinner. Well, here we are, said Foxy Loxy, stepping in front of a low rock ledge. He bowed and waved his arm toward a dark opening underneath, and Henny Penny, Turkey Lurkey, Ducky Lucky, Goosey Lucy, and Cocky Locky all marched down into the fox's den. Now, two things didn't happen after that. The sky didn't fall, and no one met with the king. But Foxy Loxy's family still talk about the wonderful feast they had that day. So we finished our story of Henny Penny, and I have some questions for you. Why do you think Henny Penny's friends believe her even though they knew she sometimes worries for no reason? Good. Why do Henny Penny and her friends follow Foxy Loxy? Yes, I think they were wanting to get to the king faster. Do you think Foxy Loxy knew he would trick Henny Penny and her friends into following him? I think so. Why do you think they trusted him? Maybe because he was so nice and was going to help them? I wonder why Foxy Loxy didn't seem worried that the sky was falling. Why do you think he knew that it wasn't true? I wonder if he planned the whole thing. All right, friends. Thanks for listening to our second read aloud of Henny Penny. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time. Hello,